Hi everyone, I'm Maddie.
Wait. Oh, it did hit start. My bad. I just was afraid I didn't hit the button.
Oh,
it's good.
Should I go?
Yes, let's go.
Hi everyone, I'm Maddie.
And I'm Amber.
And we're
Witches Talking Tarot.
And today, we're going to be talking all about Little Red Riding Hood. I love this story so fucking much. It's probably one of my favorites. It's right there with Snow White. I say it like that because I'm like, we did our podcast episode and I'm like, that one's weird. Like,
yeah.
but like, I like this one better than Snow White.
Well,
I think.
I like a version of Little Red Riding Hood from my childhood. What's funny because as we get into the different versions of it, we'll see there's multiple different versions of Little Red Riding Hood, and the one that I liked was not the one that is most common nowadays, right? Mm-hmm. Because usually the woodcutter comes in and saves the day at the end.
Fuck Hoodwinked. Sorry, that movie is fucking weird.
Hoodwinked was a favorite.
It was, and then I rewatched it and was like, what is this animation? This is terrifying.
I cannot lie, we do love us that era of animation like Hoodwinked and Over the Hedge and oh my god. But the version that I grew up with, or that I remember anyway, maybe I just forgot the part with the woodcutter, but I always remember her getting away from the wolf on her own.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember.
I don't know. Maybe my brain just thought that was a better story.
For me, it's always been her and Grandma get eaten by the wolf, woodcutter comes in, kills the wolf, cuts out the...
I do remember that version. Mm-hmm. I remember hearing both versions as a child, and I just mentally stuck with the one where she gets out on her own, because how the fuck is Grandma and Little Red getting cut out the fucking stomach and not being dead or digested yet? My knowledge of biology did not match this story.
To me, it's the same thing as like Athena coming out of Zeus's head. It doesn't make sense, but it does. You know what I'm saying?
Well, okay, but they're not like gods. A 6-year-old.
Yeah,
this
they're
is
not
like
gods.
5-year-old brain, 6-year-old brain that's just like, that's dumb. She got away from the wolf. That makes way more sense.
And there's
like,
so many.
Who's gonna mistake a wolf for their grandmother?
I love how there's... Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I thought my phone was on mute, y'all.
There's so many versions of this in modern pop culture. Of course, we've got Red, which I love, about the werewolf. Spoiler alert, turns out to be her dad, who is Charlie from Twilight.
Yes.
I love, of course, there's Hoodwinked. I don't like that one. Shrek. Can we talk about the wolf and Shrek in the grandma's clothes? The cross-dressing fucking
vaguely remember the wolf from Shrek.
It's so funny.
He is. Like, you mention him and I remember, but, like, I don't remember enough to talk about him. I'll listen, though, while you...
Like, well, in the second one, like, what's-his-name comes and he goes to wake up Fiona and it's the wolf and he's asleep and he's got, like, what is it, Pigs Monthly? And it's, like, a pig in a fucking, like, swimsuit. Oh, my gosh. I love it so much. Also,
I love the idea, because when I was a kid, I don't know about you, but the big bad wolf was the same big bad wolf in
all of them
stories. Yeah,
all of them, absolutely.
The big bad wolf in Three Little Pigs is the same big bad wolf from Red Riding Hood for kid me, and probably adult me just a little bit.
I love Bad Wolf, plot line, 100%. Love it on Doctor Who.
Love sexy big bad wolf in the cartoons. Love him.
Really?
Sexy big bad wolf in the cartoons, always my favorite.
Oh, yeah. There is Into the Woods, which was a Broadway play and is now a show. Johnny Depp did fantastic as the creepy wolf. Like, he's a fucking creep in that movie. Like,
now,
he's, like,
singing
the song.
Broadway play. Or, I watched, like, on YouTube, like, the play itself, but I haven't seen the movie. Oh,
it's good. It's good. Like,
when is it from? Like, is it
I think it was 2014.
Okay.
So right before I got with Bryson, but it's definitely, like, The big bad wolf in that one is 100% a predator. He's a fucking creep. He's like, hey, little girl. Oh, little girl, give me your goodies. And I'm like, what the fuck? Johnny Depp just played the role, so Johnny Depp kind of creepy sometimes, though. Like, he can be a weirdo.
Really gonna be a creepy.
He can be, and he had a
like,
fucking stash.
Look,
there's something about stashes.
Sweeney Todd is unsettlingly hot.
Yeah.
He is
well, no, not the wolf.
creepy
Like,
hot.
the wolf in this one is not hot at all. Like, he's a fucking creep. But, like...
Okay. But,
I just like the
Johnny
song.
Depp he does the unsettling hot very well. Like, oh, that's funny. We both.
Oh, was it your mom, too?
No. I mean, it was Tony. But still, we both got called.
Um,
I just forgot to silence my phone first.
I think...
But, I mean, the big bad wolf, at least in Little Red Riding Hood, is a predator, is a male predator.
Absolutely. And there's two versions.
Well,
there's like where Little Red Riding Hood is a child and he's that type of predator.
Yes.
And then there's Red Riding Hood is coming into her adulthood and he sees that and he's taking advantage of that. Like he is a man that is taking advantage of a female or a girl or a woman.
He is often in the original versions of the stories, he is a werewolf because there was a that ginormous werewolf scare for fucking real. Like, people literally got put to death. Entire families were burned to death because people thought they were werewolves. And werewolves, as like half man, half wolf, like we see them now, that didn't come about until the 1940s with the Wolfman movie. Prior to that, werewolves were either seen as very aggressive, like wolves, or full-ass men, right? So when it talks about the werewolf or the wolf is hiding in grandma's bed and, oh, what big eyes you have, oh, what big teeth you have, oh, what big hands you have, grandma. Two things about that I learned in this research. One is it's because it's an actual man. She's not stupid and like, oh, this wolf is my grandma. It's a real fucking man.
Terrible fucking...
Oh, but here's the second one, which maybe is the terrible thought you just had. There is talk about, especially in the versions where she's an adult, it's almost like, you know, Baby It's Cold Outside, where there's all that double entendre. Yeah, people are going to call that a grape song, but
it was
in the 1950s and it was double entendre. I love that song too.
I like that song.
Christine and I tried to sing it at karaoke when we went out.
Did someone bitch about it?
Well, no, it's that we drove people crazy because she doesn't know it as well, I guess, and we were drinking, and so she was laughing so hard. And then I started laughing so hard because you can't help laugh. Like, you know, when they're like,
people stink!
Yeah, you can hear the audience being like, dude, just say your fucking cue. Like, come on. Like, you can hear people being frustrated. But from that same line of, like, she knows it's this man she's getting into bed with, but she's playing along with it being grandma. So it's this flirtatious, oh, what big eyes you have, grandma. What big hands you have.
My God.
Absolutely. But if you look at it from that standpoint of like they're doing what's socially acceptable. She's doing what's socially acceptable of like, oh, I'm just following orders. I'm getting into bed with my grandmother. Oh, wow, grandma. I can't believe you're this looking like this big strong man.
Oh my God. It's so weird.
It is so weird like that, right?
Oh, hi, grandma. That was his idea. That was his idea, not hers. She was just going along with it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, and that's kind of like from what I understand, like from the Charles, the version you like, right?
Exactly.
That's kind of where it like that vision of it comes from, which is so fucking creepy. Not as creepy as the older one, which when we'll go back to false grandmother.
To me, it's like I agree completely. It's definitely like I know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Like Red Riding Hood. This was 1697, something like that. French. Of course,
right.
And
the Grimm's brothers wrote down the version we know in the 1800s.
So this one is like basically she's wearing red because it symbolizes that she is a woman.
Right. And it also symbolizes sexuality. She is flowered.
Yes, exactly.
I.e. she gets her cycle.
Yes. So she's like, oh, playing along and she's oh so curious, but you better be careful because you'll get eaten by the big bad wolf. Wink, wink. I guess I could have chosen a better wording for that.
No, they used eaten on no.
Yeah,
That was
absolutely
absolutely on purpose. I
absolutely a
think.
thing, like 100%.
And like, I think that is metaphorical eating of like your innocence, and physical eating if you know what to do with that
Okay, but monster romance, anyone? Can we talk about that?
Well,
there's another version. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. There's another version. I think it's German. It's older, which is basically like they would sacrifice a woman to a demon while she was wearing her red cloak, and he would eat her to protect the city. Same exact plot line.
Yeah.
Same exact plot line of a soul to keep. Highly recommend. Fucking wonderful. As I was doing this research, I was like, oh my god, that makes so much sense. That's where it comes from. But in one of the stories of that happening, some guy comes in, slays the demon, saves her, and marries her instead. Fuck that. I don't want the fucking knight in shining armor. We want the monster.
We don't care about you. I don't know. But like, so all of that's really fucked up. But then there's an earlier version of this story, by the way, guys, is ATU archetype 333.
Right, you had talked about those in your, like, my Liminal Witch.
Look, I love, the ATU is great because it will give you all the versions of folklore from around the world. It's not just European, it's not just all around the world, Native American, South American, everything. And they put all of them together, even ones that, like, have a little bit of overlap so you can see the overlap, right? And there's a story called The False Grandmother from the 1500s. And it's an Italian story.
Is it bad?
Oh my god, it's so bad. Okay, so the false grandmother is she's not yet Little Red Riding Hood. She's just a girl. She doesn't have an identity yet. In this story, okay? She's a girl. And I say little girl, but some, like, from my readings, I can't, like, some people portray it where she's, like, a younger girl. Some portray it where she is, like an elder teen. Okay? Either way, she's taking milk and bread to her grandmother, right? Okay. She gets there. On the way, she either meets, there's two different versions. One's a werewolf, one is an ogress, so a lady ogre. Very much like Red Riding Hood, she meets them on the path, tells them she is going to grandmother's house. They ask her what path she's taking, and then they take a shortcut to beat her there. They devour the sick grandmother immediately, or kill the sick grandmother. Oh, right, yeah, they don't just devour her. They devour part of her. They set aside a slab of her meat.
Ew.
And bottle, in a wine bottle, her blood, and put it in the cupboard. And then they go and hide in the bed, waiting for the girl to come, who is not yet Little Red Riding Hood, but eventually will be Little Red Riding Hood. And they lay there, and when she comes, they invite her in, and they tell her that there is wine and meat in the cupboard that she should nourish herself with.
What in the fucking Hannibal Lecter?
Remember what the wine and meat is. So anyway, the girl, she eats the meat and drinks the wine, and the grandmother's cat comes up and tells her and says, "You're a slut." Like, and that's
what the fuck? Oh my god!
Like, you are eating the flesh and blood of your grandmother, and only sluts do that.
Only sluts do that.
And the girl is like, "Did you just call me a slut? Not, are you talking to me, cat? But did you call me a slut?" And then she ignores the cat because she is offended at being called a slut, and she goes over to the bed where her grandmother tells her to remove her clothes.
What the fuck?
And then get in bed with them. So
okay, but even if my grandmother asked me that shit, I would be weirded out.
Okay, but also this is the 1500s. We do not know. Like, do they sleep naked together for body heat reasons? I don't fucking know, and I don't know, so I can't. It is weird, but I don't know enough about their sleeping habits, because, like, Puritan Americans slept with a board between them. You know what I mean?
Right, who knows?
Like, there'd be a fucking married couple, and their kids are on the other side of the board. So, I don't know. That was only 200 years ago. So,
It's
like,
oh, it's
500
so
years ago, I have
cold.
no idea.
Get naked and
Right.
get in
So,
bed
like,
with
she'd
me.
get in bed with me completely naked. And so, like, as she's taking her clothes off, she's like, what do I do with this? And he says, put it in the fire. You won't need it anymore. What? What?
Oh my god.
So then she gets in bed, right, and realizes, like, oh, the cat was right. This is not my fucking grandma. I just ate my grandma. I need to get the fuck out of here.
The cat's right. I am a slut. I just this fucking, like...
Yes! Oh my god! Yes. And so, she, like, the wolf realizes she is on to him. So, or the ogress, whoever it is that has lured her into this bed. So they tie a rope around her ankle to keep her in bed. And she's like, I gotta take a shit. And they're like, just shit the bed. And she's like, that's kind of gross.
Okay,
I should go outside.
This is weirdly sexual.
It is. It is weirdly sexual. And I saw things where it's, like, tied back to, like, the witchcraft trials that were happening.
God.
Because, like, this is obviously witchcraft. She was tricked into drinking the blood of her grandmother and eating the flesh of her grandmother, which is something that they think happened at witches' sabbats. We don't do that, guys. We don't do that. Anyway, so, like, our feasting is cakes, not made of grandma, or children. Anyway, so, like, she's like, I gotta get out of this fucking situation.
Mm-hmm.
So she gets the whoever to let her go shit outside because she's like, I'm not gonna shit in the bed. Like, we're not rolling around in my shit. That's gross. Goes outside, ties the end of her thing to, like, a birch tree or something so that it's still taut. And the ogress or the werewolf doesn't realize, like, wow, she's been gone taking a shit for a really long time. And by the time they figure out that it's not her on the other end of the rope, she's already, like, home naked.
God damn.
So in the, like, one of the very earlier versions in this false grandmother, she escapes and she saves herself. She doesn't need no man to come save her.
Damn.
It's a very empowering story in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
But fuck it up. Like, it's empowering and fucked up.
But fucked up. The whole Red Riding Hood is absolutely fucked up. All of them. All of them.
Yeah, and there's a funny-ish version. It's like she still saves herself, but they call it Little Golden Hood. Oh, and he's like, you've heard the poor tale of Little Red Riding Hood, but this is Little Golden Hood who takes care of herself. And it's written by another French guy. Like, shortly after
that sounds fun.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't know. Fun. Do you have anything else to add?
I don't think so. I think we got it. That was such a fun. That was so much fun. I love Red Riding Hood. What is your favorite fairy tale?
And what's your favorite version of Little Red Riding Hood? I do love to know. I do. Like, because there's so many different versions of these stories that we find out as we research them. So,
if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps us out.
Absolutely. And if you're listening on any other podcast platform, liking and subscribing definitely helps us get better visibility. And if you think we are due a rating, we would love to see how many stars you think we are worth. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to leave it that way.
Yeah, thanks for sitting with us for a spell.
Bye. Getting over there. We got a different side.